Hey, what's up, YouTube? This your boy Ron Second to None, aka Ron Tastic, back with another video for Ron for Aquarium. Today I'm gonna, try to start or implement another series for my channel, and I'm gonna call it Tank Me Tuesday or Tank You Tuesday. I'm not sure as to which one I'm gonna go with, but one of the two. Although I do have another implementation to my channel where you guys set up with me on Sundays. The tanks on this channel, on this day I should say, won't necessarily be brand new tanks, such as this one right here. What we have here is my 37 top fin Essentials 37 gallon aquarium that I bought like a couple of months ago. You can look at one of the videos as to when I got this tank. And I did have it set up, but I had it on a different stand. It was just something that I had to put it on when I first purchased it. And so since then I bought this stand here from Walmart. That's where a lot of my stands come from. But I had to like reinforce this one and like do some special things to it, because this stand is actually designed for a 20 to 29 gallon, and this here, like I said, is a 37 gallon tank. So I didn't want any issues on these wooden floors. So like I said, this series is going to be a little different from the setup Sundays, where this here tank was already set up previously. And what I did was I took it down because I didn't like the scape for this tank. So what we're going to do today is just redesign it, reset it up, and yeah, have some fun. Okay, you guys, what we have here are the tools and necessities that we're going to use to make this thing happen here. And as you see on my top right, I have a pink bucket, and that simply has the gravel that I'm going to use for the tank. I didn't bore you with the whole unbagging and all that. I just simply took some tank water out of the tank and rinsed it off, so that not only am I cleaning the gravel itself, but I'm also introducing some of the bacteria that was in the previous water to it, which can do nothing but help in my opinion. And it's all about my opinion over here to those watching. Okay, and so next to my right bottom here, I have just simply the decor I'm going to use to decorate the tank. In the middle here, the top, I have just a bucket to get the rest of the water out of the tank. And then the other one is the square bucket, which I use to clean the gravel. And I'm also going to use that in addition to removing some of the water. Now, I'm not going to remove all the water from the tank, because like I said, this tank was set up, and I'll put some shots in here of what it used to look like, so you can get like a idea of what it was and what it is now. And then to my left top, I have just a simple hose. I told you guys I just use a simple garden hose that I cut to fitting for my filling and draining of my tanks when I do my water changes and or setups. It's just easier for me. I do have a siphon, I do have a python, and I use that to siphon gravel and all those things. But for this, I just use the simple hose that's cut off and suction it out. And then underneath there, I just have a couple of nets, and that's it. So let's get started. Next up, you guys, we have the other essentials we're going to need to do this tank. We have here on the right our aquarium salt. Then next to it, our stress coat, which is our dechlorinator. I always add bacteria to the tank every time I do a water change and or switch out or what have you. And in addition to that, I have this biological cleaner here, which keeps the tank clear, clean, and also it assists with just the overall health of the tank. And then next to that is just a little water vial to kind of like put the solution in, so it's easier to just pour it in. Guys, we have the hose in the tank, and we're just simply draining it to the desired level, and that's how the water comes out. Okay, you guys, so the hose is in to the desired level, and we're simply draining the water into the bucket. You see how fast it comes out? My water doesn't come out that fast with the siphon, but it's going to stop now at the level in which I want the tank to stop. So that's roughly a 30% water change. That's good enough. That's good enough. Okay, guys, so next up we're going to just go ahead and get the gravel in. Okay, you guys, gravel's in. Next up, let's get these I don't want to call them chemicals, but just essential add-ins that we need. Okay, you guys, first up we have this top fin biological cleaner. It says for fresh and saltwater aquariums, supplement bacteria per aquarium. Okay, and it said helps keep aquarium clean and clear, helps improve water and quality and clarity. And per directions are the initial dose. For every 5 gallons, you want to add 5 mils. And if you're doing it bi-weekly, you add, for every 10 gallons, you add 5 mils. So that's pretty much, if you're doing it bi-weekly, it's a half a mil per gallon. And if you're doing it for initial setup, it's a mil per gallon. Fair enough? Okay. And we know that we are doing a 37-gallon tank today, so I'm going to bump it up to a 40-gallon. And this here also, just much like Top Fin's products, they have the graduated top for measurements, and it goes in increments of 1 mil, 5 mil, and 10 mil. So we said we're doing a rounded up tank of 40 gallons. This is a tank that's already been set up, so we're going to go follow the bi-weekly. So at 40 gallons, you're going to help me do the math here. A half a mil per gallon, that's going to be 20 mils. So I just do 2 capfuls. I did that. 1 down, 2 down. Next up, you guys, we have the stress coat, which makes tap water safe for fish. It removes chlorine and chloramines, and it detoxifies heavy metals. It also protects fish. The healing power of aloe vera, proven to reduce fish stress. Replace the slime coat. Okay, per directions. And also, you know, Top Fin includes the graduated top for easy measurements, which I love. And it says directions. Using dosing cap on bottle, add 5 mils per 10 US gallons of aquarium water. Double the dose to replace slime coat and to repair damaged skin and fins. We don't have the issue, so we're just going to do the directions. So it's 5 mils per 10 gallons. We have 40 gallons, so that's going to be 20 mils. Easy. So that would be 2 capfuls. 1 down, 2 down. Next up, we have the Top Fin Ready Start Nitrifying Bacteria Starter for fresh and saltwater aquariums. Allows immediate introduction of fish. I add this stuff every time I do a tank setup and a water change. I don't know. I just, you know, it's been said by some people who I look up to that's a good idea to find some kind of bacteria and do it. So that's why I do it, to be honest with you. Okay, for every 5 gallons, you want to add 5 mils, so that breaks down to 1 mil per gallon. And we already know we're doing a 40, well, rounded up 40-gallon tank, so there'll be 40 mils. So with the graduated top here, it comes in increments of 1, 5, and 10 mils. So I can just do 4 caps, which is 40 mil for a 40-gallon tank. Here's 1. Here's 2. And 3. And 4. And lastly, you guys, we have the aquarium salt here. And per directions, it says use 1 level tablespoon or 15 grams for each 10 gallons of aquarium water. And we already said that we're doing a 37 rounded up to 40. And so that's 1 level tablespoon for each 10 gallons, and it's 4 10 gallons and 40. So that's going to be 4 level tablespoons. Next up, you guys, we're going to go ahead and add the water and fill the tank up. Okay, you guys, so the hose is in the tank, and it's simply just running from my bathroom, you guys. I'll insert the video of how I connect my hose to my shower for easy fill up. And then there's water. I'm not going to bore you guys with a water fill up, but once the water gets going, it goes pretty fast. I'll cut you back on when it fills up. Almost there. And there you have it, tank is filled. So next up, we're on to the core. And just like that, you guys, we have the tank set up. So I'll give you a little overall view of what the rough scape looks like. So okay, you guys, thanks for joining me today. And as always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.